joking.
Sergio and Ofelia Robles have been married for nearly 33 years. 3 decades, 4 kids, and 1 grandchild later, they're still just as in love, still sharing the same interests, their culture, horses, and community.
That's handmade.
And for the last 5 years, even similar job titles. Sergio is a public education and risk reduction specialist with the Omaha Fire Department.
Right here.
Ofelia is a crime prevention specialist for Omaha Police Department Southeast Precinct, a position she filled 25 years ago.
In 1996, our title, and in that time it was actually a grant. I was under a grant for 3 years, and our title was a neighborhood organizer, and our main focus was to start up the neighborhood watch groups, work with the community.
After the 3 years, her grant position became full-time, and Ofelia took on a community outreach leadership role.
What they do, because I do a lot of the translation and interpreting for the officers, a lot of materials that I've had to do throughout the years. And then we also do a lot of activity, a lot of events down this way, which that's what takes up most of my time. I think it's a really neat event.
Among her many responsibilities, Ofelia leads the planning of several annual OPD events, like their Halloween and Christmas extravaganza, which draws in thousands of people.
With all the events that I do, all the events are supposed to be positive. It's an opportunity for the community to get close to the officers, to have that one-on-one with the officers. That to me is huge, because you do need to do what we're doing here and get to know the person, right? And you can't usually do that at a traffic stop.
They have what they call the Historical Society.
Similarly, Sergio has always been involved with his community. He hosts a show on a Spanish-speaking radio station called El Patron, often raising awareness on community issues.
And then I used to interview people from the Omaha Fire Department. And then the Omaha Fire Department, they saw a need to communicate and to talk to the Spanish community about the risk reduction and about the fires that were happening in our community.
He decided to follow in his wife's footsteps and apply. His position also started on a grant.
The grant was for 2 years. She was better than me because she started with a grant for 3 years. I was for 2 years. But within a year, they saw the difference. And then they say, you know what, Sergio, I think we're going to put your position through the city council. Melanie Gerlos working very hard. They say, we have a budget for you. Now you're going to be part of the budget of the Omaha Fire Department. And I'm very proud to work for them.
Both departments now have a cultural connection with South Omaha through the Robleses. Ofelia focuses on positive police-community relations, while Sergio focuses on educating families on fire safety and is implementing a lot of the same programs and practices Ofelia does with OPD, like this resource sheet that lists all of the city's resources in both English and Spanish. And they do it all by working together.
Right.
So is there any competition now about who can do the biggest events or who gets the most, community response?
He's always in competition. He's not going to compete with me.
Actually, now I think we work harder, but it's not for us, it's for the community. And I think by doing that, we put Omaha Fire and Omaha Police Department together working. What else do we need? How we can reach out the Spanish community?
Together, uniting 2 departments, helping their community move forward.
I admire that he's very giving. He cares a lot about the community, a lot about the community.
While still honoring their favorite titles yet, husband and wife.
What I'm most proud of my wife is that she's a great mother, a great daughter. She's a great friend, and not only I can say it, but she's been recognized by the mayor and by the governor of Nebraska, and also she received an award for her work, and I can give her the award of a great wife.